Hey guys, my name's Elle and welcome back to Red Over Heels with Elle, and today I'm going to be doing my October TBR. So I have a very exciting TBR. I'm so excited for October. The weather here is becoming like my personality. I'm absolutely loving the weather right now. It's like in the mid 70s right now during the day. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and I cannot wait for the colder weather to be able to wear sweaters and leggings and just jeans and all of my favorite fall things. And I have some really fun books for October. October is spooky season. I think I'm gonna try to read a couple thrillers this month. I don't know, we'll see. I do love scary movies. And then I have some spooky books on this TBR, and then I have a ton of new releases. So let's get right into this video. The first book I'm gonna talk about is Belladonna by Adalyn Grace. I always forget this author's name, but this book has been out for a couple of years, and I think it released last year around this time, and I've just heard amazing things. This is a spooky paranormal romance, and I think it has something to do with, it says, for as long as Signa Farrow has been alive, the people in her life have fallen like stars. I think it has to do with like something called darkness, or oh, okay, it's death himself, and something, and like a murder happens. This is like a fantasy paranormal romance. It's YA, but so many people that I love in the booktube community love this book. Say it's perfect for spooky season. It's very gothic and has all of the details and just all of the ingredients for an amazing recipe of spookiness, and I'm just very excited for this book, and hopefully I can get to it this month. I might check out the audio if there is an audio for this one, but I'm very excited to read Belladonna. Then, because it is football season, I really want to get to Hail Mary by Kandi Steiner. This is a part of her, I can't remember what this series is called. I don't remember what this series is called, but I have loved the first two books in this series. This is a college football romance series, and this one, I think they have to be roommates, and they first met online, and I think they kind of had a friendship, but then I think Leo hurt her or something. But Leo's kind of like the playboy of the football team. He's just like very rambunctious, and I've just heard amazing things about this one. I still need to read Quarterback Sneak, but I feel like I kind of want to read Hail Mary and then Quarterback Sneak, because I've heard so many amazing things about this one specifically, and I'm just dying for this book and to read it, so hopefully I can get to it this month. This next book has been on my TBR for a very long time, and that is Funny Feelings by Tara DeWitt. This one is a single dad, small town romance, and so the hero and heroine have been best friends for years, and I think the hero has a daughter, and I think they have to fake date. And I've just heard it's super swoony. It's a story about friendship, love, and looking for the laugh in life. It touches on the creative spirit and all that comes with sharing that gift, and how oftentimes the comedians in our lives are the most sensitive or struggling. So I think it does have to do with one of them is famous maybe, but I know it has to deal with fake dating, and it's single dad, so I'm really excited for this one. And just to have all of the fall, seasonal, autumnal feels, and I'm very excited to get to this. And then the last physical book I have on my TBR currently is Final Offer by Lauren Asher, and this one is the third and final book of this series, and I've just put off reading this book because I know it's gonna like destroy me emotionally, and I think I'm ready for it. I'm ready for all of the small town vibes. I am currently watching Gilmore Girls, and so I'm like really in that small town romance feel. So this, I've heard, is a very emotional romance. So the hero, he comes back into this town where he would spend summers, and one of his best friends, they had a really great friendship, but then he is kind of a tortured hero, and he went through some stuff, and so now he's back in town because his grandfather left the lake house to him. And then when he gets there, he sees this friend that he kind of had a falling out with, and that's the heroine. And so I've heard it's very emotional, very angsty, and I'm really excited for this one. I've heard this is people's favorite of this series, and so I'm so excited to read this and to hopefully get to it this month. now we're going to get into the bulk of this video, which are books that are new releases, books I want to listen to on audio, or books I just don't have in physical format. So let's get right into it. The first book I'm going to talk about is Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This is the fourth book? No, this is the fifth book in this series, the Chestnut Spring series, and this is about Bay, and I don't remember who the heroine is, but I know it is I think he's not in the military anymore. It's like an ex-military romance. I honestly don't remember what the synopsis of this book is, but if it's a new release from Elsie Silver, you know I'm gonna read it. I feel like Bay is so mysterious, and I'm really excited to see his character in this book and to see what Bay is all about, because we've kind of like seen hints of him throughout the series. And I'm just really excited for this book, and I plan to listen to it on audio because all of the audiobooks for the series are incredible and totally elevate the reading experience for me. So I am hopefully going to listen to this one when it comes out. I think it's going to come out on October 13th, so I cannot wait. And I also absolutely love the couple cover of this book. I think it is stunning, and I'm just so excited for this book. The next book and author, I'm just like so excited about this release. There's so many amazing releases coming out in October, and I cannot wait. And that is Shadows of You by Catherine Cowles. This is the fourth book in the Lost and Found series, and I'm just dying for this book because it is Roan's story, and I don't remember the heroine's name, but the heroine has kind of been a very integral part of this series. And so Roan is kind of like a loner. He likes to keep to himself. He does not really like people except his family. And I think the heroine is going to be this single mom that we've seen throughout the whole series. And we kind of don't know her story yet. We know that she has a daughter, but we don't know where her daughter's father is. And so I am just really excited for this romance, and I cannot wait. I signed up for the ARC, so hopefully I get that. But anyways, I already pre-ordered this book, and I am so excited, and I cannot wait for a new Catherine Cowles release. Then I put on this TBR. I don't know if I'll get to it, but it's definitely on my radar, which is Lucia Franco's newest release, which is Tell Me What You Want. And I think this is like an age gap romance. Honestly, I don't know that much about it, but I'm really excited that she is releasing more books now, and she hasn't released a book in a while, so I'm excited for this one, and it's definitely on my radar. So I just wanted to put it on this list if any of you wanted to check out this book, or you love Lucia Franco and you don't know that she has a new release coming out. So I wanted to put that on this list. And then I have Don't Forget Me Tomorrow by A.L. Jackson. This is her newest release that's coming out in October, and I honestly don't know what this book is about, but I'm just really excited for this one. I loved Forget Me Not. I think it's called Forget Me Not. I'll put it up on the screen. It was the first book in this series. I thought it was really fun. It was a single dad, Grumpy Sunshine nanny romance, and that was fun. And I really like this series in this town, so I'm excited, and hopefully I can get to the audiobook of this one. Then another release that I am dying for is Caught Up by Liz Tom Ford. So this is the third book in this series, and it is a baseball romance, single dad romance, and I think nanny romance. And so we've seen this hero and his son in The Right Move, and I just found them so adorable. And I think he's been trying to hire a nanny for so long, and nobody's really stuck it out. And then I think the heroine comes on as the nanny, and they start having a relationship. So I'm really excited for this one, and I love the cover of this book. I love like the gold, and I'm just so excited for this release, and I cannot wait. Then another new release that I'm so excited for, there's so many amazing new releases coming out this month. I am so excited, which is Madame by Sarah Kate. This is the fifth and final book, or I think it's the fifth, no, it's the sixth and final book of the Salacious Players Club series. And Madame, I feel like, has been the most mysterious character that we've seen throughout this whole series. She is a dame, and she is very powerful in the club, and I'm excited to see her romance and see who she ends up with because she's so mysterious and I'm just so intrigued by her character, so I'm really excited for this romance. And then I have King of Greed by Ana Huang. This is another new release that's coming out, and I am also really excited for this one because right now I'm reading King of Pride, and we're seeing hints of this couple that's going to be in King of Greed. All of them are like start with King of, so I'm like, which I can't keep it straight. But anyways, King of Greed is going to be a marriage and trouble romance, and I'm really excited for this one. I really love marriage and trouble romances. I feel like they're such an underrated trope, and I am very excited to read this one and to keep reading in this series. I've really enjoyed all of the books so far. I'm really liking King of Pride right now. It's probably my favorite so far, so I am very excited for this new release by Ana Huang. And then I have Into the Tide by Laura Pavlov. This is a brother's best friend romance, small town romance. And so Laura Pavlov has been on my radar for the past couple months, but I really want to read some small town romances in October. So I added a couple on here, including this book and this series. I've just heard really amazing things, so I really want to start this series from her, so I'm excited to get to this in October. Then I also have on this list, I think it's Redeeming 6, the next book in the Boys of Tommen series. So currently I'm like 30% into Keeping 13, and I love this series so much, and I cannot wait for Joey and Aoife's story. I think that's how you say her name. And I have just been like waiting and waiting for their romance, and I am so excited because I know it's going to destroy me. I know it's going to be very emotional, and I am just so excited for it. Then next on this list is Everything for You by Chloe Liese. I've been slowly making my way through the Bergman Brothers series, and this is the next book that I need to read, and it is a romance, and I'm really excited for it. I think it's also a soccer romance. I honestly don't know much about like what characters will be in this book, but I just know I want to keep continuing on with this series, and I am so excited to read this one. And the whole series is on Hoopla, which is amazing. So I've been listening to the series there, and it's just so good, and I'm very excited to continue with the next installment of this series. Then the last book on my TBR is Anchor of Secrets by Tessa Hale. This is a paranormal Why Choose romance series, and I'm really excited for this one. I read the first book and it left off on a major cliffhanger, so I'm really excited for this one and to just read some paranormal romances. And I might add on like the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. I don't know. I want to continue on with that series, but I need to honestly like find my physical copy. I don't remember where it is at the moment, and I think also I'll put it up on the screen. I don't remember the title, but it is a thriller. I want to like try to read at least one thriller, and this one I think is about like a little boy who keeps drawing these really creepy images and they start coming to life. I know Jess from Peace Love Books really liked this thriller, so I really want to get to it. But that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing about some new releases and some books that I'm really excited to read in October. And I definitely want you to let me know what books you are excited for in October, and if we're going to pick up any new releases. I'm just so excited for October and for the cool weather, and I'm just so excited. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.